What's good, everybody? Welcome to some Words of Wisdom with the five-time All-Star. You know him, you love him, John Wall. And we're joined by some special guests, Kyshawn George, a rising star, the Wizards' Iron Man, Carlton Bub Carrington. We've got Trae Young, and then the shooter, Tre Johnson, here to impart some knowledge from John and hopefully learn a few stories that we can laugh about in the coming days. Gentlemen, first of all, it's an honor to have all of you kind of sitting on this practice court, chopping it up with the five-time All-Star John Wall. I want to start with Kyshawn. We'll kind of go down the line. What is your favorite John Wall memory?
Left hand dunk.
They be like, Snoop, man, can you teach me how to? That's my favorite
so
right
the
there.
Dougie.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Now, was it the Dougie he did at Kentucky during Midnight Madness, or when he did the home opener here?
Yeah, the 6'4", coming out of, you remember that one right there.
Do you want to tell the backstory on how you ended up doing the Dougie on the starting lineup?
Yeah, Gil betted me. He said I wouldn't do it.
For real?
Yeah, and I was like, all right, I'll go out there and do it. But then, like, I went tunnel vision because I didn't see, like, none of my teammates. And I just kept going. I was supposed to stop at a moment, and I ain't down nobody else. I just thought I was in my little locker room, and I was in my own tunnel vision. But that's how it happened, though. I wasn't supposed to do it, but he was like, I bet you won't do it. And I was like, I'll take a challenge. You gonna pay me? Take a little check.
Y'all have no idea how long it lasted, though. He literally went through the entire team, and I thought he was about to go see G-Wiz, and I was doing sideline, and I was like, he's still doing it. But you was on one that night, though.
Yeah, well, the good thing is we won.
Exactly.
And I had a good game. If I would have lost, I would have never heard the end of that.
Oh, yeah.
They would have bashed me
You was
bad.
taking smoke for it anyway.
Yeah. But almost having a quadruple double made it a lot easier that night.
Home openers?
Social media thing.
Oh,
That always helps.
Like whenever, like, so you know now if you do something like that and you lose, they gon'.
Oh, they go for it. That's what I'm saying. Well, social media is much dead, but like they was on sports and they like, oh, I can't believe he did that. Like we won.
Yeah.
And I had a good game, so we gotta let it slide.
Tre, what was your favorite John Wall memory?
I think watching that highlight, that mixtape, like you have a lot of memories from you in the league and stuff, and like that I remember, and even you at Kentucky with, DeMarcus and all them dudes. But I feel like that hoop mixtape.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the one. Like when you in high school, middle school, you see that, you turn on that John Wall mixtape. Yeah. That's one of the coldest ones. So I think I got a tough one. But
Yeah, it gets competitive. Mixtapes get competitive, don't they? Especially if you're an American, isn't it?
it does. But John, no, I mean it's top two, probably not even two. So
It's funny you said that. Just the other day, I think the Phoenix Suns players were walking into the arena and they were asking who had like the best mixtape. And I think you dominated. A lot of the guys were like John Wall's mixtape. What about you, rookie? What's kind of your fondest John Wall memory?
probably 360 layups. Probably one of the first ones I seen do that.
Yeah, I just basically play off instincts though. Like Trey probably could say the same. Like I don't think about moves I do. It's really just instincts. Because if I go in there predetermined, it's like the defender might know what I'm doing. I just go off instincts of reading where somebody's body might be leaning or where the defender is. So I just go off instincts. If you come running fast, I'm going behind the back. If you try and take a charge, if I can't dunk it, I'm just gonna spin. So I just hit the B button like I'm playing 2K.
You nice at 2K?
I don't play no video games. I was just talking. Well, I ain't played a video game since 2014.
What was it?
What?
Madden 2K. I ain't play video games no more.
Well, you old. You got two kids now.
2014, I was not old, bro.
No, you're old now.
Yeah,
you got
but
two kids.
I be outside running, playing football and stuff. But nah, you probably play games still, don't you?
You play football?
Yeah, that was nice.
No, oh, you talking about back then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nah, I
yeah.
play with my kids, though.
Oh,
We put the
yeah.
pads on and
You
we
put
be
the
hitting.
pads on?
Yeah, I be hitting them. we gonna get right to it.
For some reason, I just feel like you're not that good at football.
You can believe
Don't
that.
start that.
You play cornerback?
Quarterback.
Quarterback?
And corner,
Can
yeah.
you play corner?
Yeah.
You wouldn't stop me.
I wouldn't?
No.
No, I actually play though.
I did too.
Oh,
we
I
can
love
do this.
this.
We can do this anytime.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that with me though.
We can do this anytime.
I'm gonna get right by you.
We can do this anytime.
Cause I'm gonna go up there and jump. You can't
not
get up
getting-
there. Who? I'm moving that. Them little arms out the way. Ain't no press at the line. Ain't no press at the line. Ain't no press at the line. I'm past that.
It's different. It's different with pads on. Like,
I know. I played.
All right. Just let you know.
You know, I was better in football than basketball.
Me too.
That's a fact.
I was ranked in football.
You was?
Yeah.
Yeah, cause you play out here.
Oh. What that's supposed to mean?
What year you stopped playing football?
Knife.
Same as me.
Yeah, you
We
stop.
even vote. Like in my high school, we had my high school, in the summertime, you couldn't miss summer workouts. So my JV team was varsity like a college team. So I play, like go to nationals.
Yeah.
If I missed one workout, they were like, you can't play on the team. I was like, well, you know what? Football not for me no more.
Damn, that's tough.
But I wanted to play.
That's
Like
how
a
I
lot
get
of people from my school went to South Carolina. Like a lot of people from my school went to South Carolina or went to Independence in Charlotte. It was like a big ranked school at the time. But I was like, you know what? Basketball only for me. I'm not about to be out here in the summer, 100 degrees,
Nah, I feel that.
passing out. I'm cool.
I made
It's
the
funny.
same decision.
We made the right decision.
When was the first time you heard about John Wall or you saw him on TV? Do you remember how old you were?
Nah, but I know it was early, super early, especially because Wizards was kind of the home team growing up, and a lot of people obviously wanted to be like or compare you to John Wall or be like John Wall. So obviously I seen that at a very young age. So I watched that home opener. That's why I said that was my favorite moment. Like I remember all that. So
What's the thing you think kind of brings you five guys together as alumni and current NBA players?
I think I was just telling the guy over there, he was like, NBA players, are they really that good? I'm like, bro, everybody that's in the NBA averaged 20 or 25 in high school. Like they was the best player on their team 9 times out of 10. It just takes you to be a different type of level of player to get to college and still be that guy and then be in the league and be that guy. Because sometimes you have to tuck your pride and take a different role. Because everybody, like somebody, I can beat the 15 best player on the bench. No, you can't. He averaged 25 at some point. Like he was that guy at some point. It's just now their role has reversed and changed in the league. And you have to understand and respect that everybody wants to be a star, want to be a superstar on this level. But it's like, what do I do to help my team win? And how do I keep a job in the NBA for a long time? And I think that's what a lot of people is outside don't understand, that we all competitive. We don't get here without being special at something. You know what I mean? Like you don't get drafted first round. You don't get lottery. You don't go that for no reason. It's not a fluke. Like you get here for a reason.
I want to talk to the Trays real quick about your superpowers. Both of you are tremendous shooters. Tre Johnson, I want to start with you about, it's one thing to watch the NBA. You're now in the NBA, playing about half of the season so far of your rookie year. Is it what you thought it would be? What's the one thing that's kind of come easy to you in the first half of this season?
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of what I seem to be. Well, not really. Like you see it from the outside looking in, it look a little different, but being in it, I feel like just regular basketball game, to be honest. I see just the flow of it probably be the easiest thing, just flowing with the game, finding my rhythm throughout it. I feel like that's the easiest part.
Tre, being a shooter, an elite shooter, when you first got into the league and where you are now, where have you seen kind of the game kind of change, and what things still look familiar to you when you first entered the league?
Yeah. So when I was first coming into the league, it wasn't. There was a lot of people taking threes, yes, because Steph had won some championships, and everybody was kind of gradually trying to move into that range where you get teams shooting more threes. But now I feel like in the last 4 or 5 years, it's gotten even more to where teams are like, it don't matter what position you are on the court, like you have to be able to shoot a three, like from the 1 to the 5, like. And then if you're a 5 and you can't shoot threes, like you got to be super special. Like, and if you can't shoot threes, you got to be super special or bring something super unique to the game that can make you stand out to be on the court. Because the game is so spread out because guys can shoot threes. You just need guys, as many people on the court that can shoot and space the floor. And then the guys that can attack and beat their man and attack creases, you can see those guys stand out even more. So I think that's the thing, is now it's more of a league-wide thing rather than just a handful of teams.
The limitless range that you both have, I'm sure confidence is the first thing and the mechanics, but what's the most important thing when you are 30 feet and beyond, and having that mindset of, I'm gonna take this shot and make it?
I think it's just the confidence. I think Tre knows that too. Like it's confidence. He has confidence every time he shoot it from that far, it's gonna go in. Like he's putting the work in the summertime growing up that he's got in here, and even people around him, we believe when he shoots it that deep that it's going in. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you got to have a certain confidence and to be able to even take that type of shot. Because a lot of times, I mean, a coach will take you out if you don't do that in practice and you just shoot it in a game. Like, it's a bad shot. But people that do it, like, we know that that's what they work on. That's what's gotten them to this point. So,
I don't know if you get to hear this during the game, but I feel like every time that you take a deep shot, especially at home, people are like, there's a anticipation for it, and then when it goes in, the crowd is like, we expect you to do that. Is that unfair pressure on you, or is that something that you accept?
No, it's not even pressure, to be honest. I'm just trying to make the shot just to stay efficient. That'd be the whole thing going through my mind. I got more pressure on myself just because I'm trying to be efficient through the flow of the game with the shots that I'm taking. So that's probably more pressure for me than anybody else.
No rookie has ever gone 50, 40, 90 in the NBA, and he has a chance to do it. I mean, is it a responsibility for you guys to kind of make sure he gets at least an opportunity to do that?
Well, I know I'm gonna get him shots. He's gonna shoot the ball, and it's up to him to make it. And I have the utmost confidence in him that he's gonna make the shot, he's gonna get there. And I'm gonna make sure that he's gonna get good looks.
I know you joke, it's like, that's your son and everything. You're gonna make sure your son is okay.
Get that part out. You're not even gonna leave that part in there.
Take that out, right?
Nah, my son gonna get 50, 40, 90. We gonna make sure of it too.
You did that.
That's my
See,
fault.
Son, let him talk.
See,
Man.
That's my fault. I paid the fine.
Nah, it done took one left.
Tre, can you describe competing against John? I think you guys only played each other twice. You've got the advantage. You won both games, but John got his numbers up. What was it like facing him?
Nah, first it was surreal. Like, I think that's the hard part about like coming in as a rookie is like when you going against guys that you grew up watching and things like that. So, like even when I was going home and play Russ, like I would play a guy like John. It's like those guys' games were different. Like as far as downhill attacking you, getting to the paint. And like you were always backpedaling, and so I was like a rookie, second-year guy, and I mean it's just like you want to compete. Like John said, we all competitors. That's what's gotten us to this point. So, as much as I was a fan of him, I needed to compete, and I know he was going to come at me the same way. He was ready to take my head off as a rookie and a second-year player. So, I had to be ready to compete, and I mean. You don't win as a one player. So maybe I don't know what our team looked like back then or his, but I'm glad we got the win. So that's all that matters.
One thing I think you guys maybe know or don't know, he watches everything on you, so he knows your games. When you saw Tre for the first time after scouting him at OU and probably even in high school, what did you think?
Him in AAU and all that. First of all, I'm like, because, you know what I mean, there's not really too many guys that can shoot the ball from the range he was shooting from, you know what I mean? So I think everybody always said and probably told this since you was young, oh, he's too small, he's not this. Mm-hmm. When you shoot the ball like that, it don't matter how small you are. You can do whatever you want on the court. But he had every tool. He had the handle, he had the floater, he had the lob passes. So I knew it was going to be a tough coverage because I have to pick him up like I picked Steph up. I can't be at the three-point line waiting because where I'm sitting there probably a step with his rug in, he's shooting that. So I gave him the utmost respect, and I'm like, I got to give him a welcome to the league moment. Like, I got to go at him and let him know it's not going to be easy. But at the same time, of watching him since high school, I knew he's a competitor. I know he's a dog. He's not a guy that's going to back down. So it was going to be a challenge, and that's what I liked about it because like he said, most rookies come in. I remember my first time playing Kobe. I'm like, oh, damn, this Kobe right here. Like, so you get in that moment, but at the same time, you're competitive. You want to show that you belong here and going against a guy like me. So I knew it was going to be a tough challenge, and there's respect.
You're an analyst now, do a great job for us. When you saw Tre Johnson at Texas and maybe even on the AAU circuit, what did you see?
Shooter, cooker. But like I always said, like everybody thought he was just a catch and shoot guy. You know what I mean? But he's a guy, I watched the game when he played Arkansas. I'm like, damn, is he gonna miss one? Like he hitting all type of tough shots, like about to go to overtime. Like, but he didn't just stand there. Most guys are just a catch and shoot guy. He's always moving without the basketball, cutting to the basket, throw the ball. Nobody's teaching you to pitch and go run behind him. So I knew he was a scorer, but he was a guy that knew how to play the right way. We took tough shots, but he made tough shots. And every time the moment got bright, he wanted the basketball. Some guys shy away from that moment. So like the work he's doing now, like his teammates can say, his coaching staff can show, he's puts the work in. Everybody always told me, he got to find another hobby. All he do is basketball. Like he got to find something else to do. So, but you love that though. When you're drafting a guy to come into this league, you want a guy that's a basketball junkie because it takes you a long way.
You had the advanced look on Key when he was at Miami because you lived down in Miami. What did you see?
Working. Every time I'm in there at 6 a.m., he already there. Every morning. I'm like, okay, young fella trying to get to it. And it was like he supposed to be a point guard, and I'm just seeing him put the work in. And most people don't come into college or being up that early, especially being in Miami. It's a lot of other things to do.
You were up. You just never went to sleep.
Yeah, he was just so. To see him put the work in and just watch him throughout the year, you know what I mean? Like having an older coach, and just watching him work and going to games and seeing things like that. I observed from afar. I knew he had the opportunity to be special, and I told you once y'all drafted him, y'all got a guy that's a basketball junkie, a guy that can do a lot of things, not just shoot the ball, can defend at a high level, can put the ball on the floor. And I think it's just up to him to see where he want to be, how comfortable he want to be in this league, and the growth he want to take to be how special he can.
And then this guy, the very first college game he plays, he drops a triple-double, letting the nation know Bub from Baltimore is here. Be more stand-up. Did you see him before he played at Pitt?
No, I seen him at Pitt. That's my first time seeing him. Then I went to the game when they played each other in Miami.
Why are you shaking your head like that?
That was a tough game. That was a tough game.
Nah, but okay, yeah, it can be a tough game, but like for me, I look at it and see like the shots you take and the things you're doing, like, okay, you could be special, you know what I mean? You could be good at this. Everybody gonna have off nights. Everybody not gonna be great, but I always look at it as like, if I got a bad shooting night, what else can I do to impact the game? Can I go guard the best player? Can I make plays for somebody else? So that's what I looked at and do those other things.
Did you lock him down?
Oh.
Wow.
He did not guard me.
Oh.
He did not guard me.
You know, we can easily just go back and look at the tape.
And mind you, I took like 6 shots that game.
I don't want to hear it.
For a reason.
They was blitzing them and everything. I'll pick her up.
I'm saying, like, it was.
What that mean?
So he was high on the scout?
You gotta get to your
Was
guard.
he leaked?
I ain't taking no
scout
blitz.
that
I'm
night?
getting out of
He
here.
was definitely part of our scout, for sure.
Wow.
For sure.
Yeah, I almost gave the game away.
They did.
But we didn't.
They did.
No, I know
They-
that. What's
they
the big
cheated
guy on y'all
us.
team that was shooter?
Blake.
Yeah, he was out there shooting. He took that last game, went and tried to hit the game winner.
And they fouled us, and they didn't call it.
We
could-
didn't call it.
We could watch the film, though.
Yeah, the film don't lie.
In a foul, you
The
didn't
eye
call
in the
it?
sky don't lie. John, in your prime, you faced the best point guards night in and night out. I used to call this the golden age of point guards. CP, Russ, Derrick Rose, Steve Nash, Dame, you name it.
You forgetting somebody. And a lot of people forget him.
Who?
Darren Williams.
Darren Williams.
A lot of people be forgetting him, the Utah boy. He had that double crossover. Yeah. I was like, well.
How did you prepare? How did you prepare
Once
every
I seen
night?
the first crossover, I said, please just let him do whatever he's gonna do next. Don't go for the second crossover. You said how to prepare?
How did you prepare every night looking at the calendar to know I got D Rose tonight, I got Nash 2 nights from now?
All I could do is focus on what I could do. Because I always looked at it as like, I remember my rookie year I had, and he forgot Rondo too. So my rookie year I had Rondo, D Rose, then I go west, I got Chris Paul, Russ, and Steve Nash. I'm like, why the NBA do me like this? Like 5 guards like this when I'm getting into this moment. But I always looked at it as like, they got to check me on the other end. That's how I always looked at it. Like, but I knew I was a two-way guy. I could defend. In my position, a lot of guys are scared to guard the other guy. So I knew whatever they did against me, I could do the same thing back against them. But I just couldn't make it a one-on-one matchup. I still had to do everything in a team concept. And that's the hard part about it because everybody at home is like, oh, you can't f with Kyrie. Oh, you can't mess with Dame. And I'm like, yeah, I can. Could do the same thing they do. I just wasn't the guy that was shooting 25, 30 times a game. But I go get 12 assists and 20 points. That's what I like to do because for my team, I had to make everybody else around me better. For their team, they had to be scorers. So it's a different protege. So you had to prepare yourself. Get some sleep, make sure you're hydrated, and be ready for war. That's what it was.
Tre, are you a calendar guy? Do you look at the schedule and see who you're about to face, or you just go out there and compete? Same questions for you guys also.
I've changed over the years. Like at the beginning, like
Looking.
I was looking like, yeah, where we going here? Where we going?
Yeah.
Now, like as I've gotten older and understand like what it takes to win, like each day, each game is just as serious as the ones later on in the season. You stop looking ahead as much. So I mean, these last few years, I've definitely taken a more day-by-day approach. But like early on in my career, I was definitely looking ahead a little bit.
Nah, it's funny you asked that because I was just talking to Tre about this.
I didn't even know we played tomorrow.
Yeah, like the game last year, like I was on it. Like I knew the exact amount of days we was on an away trip and everything. This year, man, man, who we play tomorrow? Let's go.
This is an opportunity for you guys to ask John a question that you just might be interested in kind of knowing about him. Bub, you want to start?
I do got a question about, you didn't take a lot of jump shots, like during your career, at least early in your career, but it looked like you can shoot, like you weren't like a bad shooter. Is there like a reason you just felt more comfortable getting down here or like because of how the league was or like what was it?
For me at the time, I never had to really work on jump shots. I always got wherever I wanted, you know what I mean? And then early on when I first got to the league, I always was like, once I get to the mid-range, like elbows, that was my bread and butter. Like I wasn't a great three-point shooter unless I was catch and shoot. But most of the time I had the ball in my hands, so I never got the opportunity to shoot, catch, and shoot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not about to shoot off the dribble threes. That's not my game. I'm not about to shoot 5 to 10 threes a game. That's not my game. So when I realized in running pick and roll, now it's so much more space, and I wish I was playing right now. Because it'd be down here every time. It's just open. But then we had 2 bigs. So our bigs couldn't shoot outside the mid-range. So the paint was clogged. And then if you come running through there, they chucking you. You got to get back up. They're not calling what they call now. So when guys are going underneath the screen, I'm like, bro, you can't go to that dotted line. Like, I can't let anybody go underneath the screen, the dotted line.
Yeah, nah.
So that's when I started being with 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗓. Shout out 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗓.
Damn.
He helped me master the mid-range. So once I started knocking that elbow jumper down, now my whole game changed because you got to go over the screen now.
Yep.
And it was easy for me.
For your screen now, you got whatever you
Yeah.
want. Sam helped me too.
Yeah, Sam, bread and butter. That's
2
he helped me
S's,
a
2
whole lot.
L's.
2 S's, 2 L's, yeah.
I was wondering, like, you said you play against guys, their role is to take 30 shots, and you felt like you could do the same thing, go get 30 every night, but your role was to, also get your teammates involved, obviously running the point, all that stuff. How did you find the balance of, like, making sure you're getting a good shot for the team down the floor every time, but also having the capability of just going to your spot and getting the shot you want and
Well, I
making it?
think the main thing is, like, early on the shot clock, everybody going to screen. I can shoot this mid-range. It's 18, 17 on the shot clock. Is that really a good shot? No, unless I got a heat check or something like that, I'm not taking that shot. You know what I mean? So I would come down, and I got the ball in my hands. Trae can say the same thing. You got the ball. I get a shot whenever I want. I'm controlling this whole flow of everything. So if I'm in transition, I can take a layup every time I get fouled. But for me to open up the game for me later down in the fourth quarter and build your confidence, I would kick it out to you to get a transition 3. So now the defense realized, oh, he made 1 or 2 of those. I can't help so much in the paint. So now it's easier for me to get to the rim. And then fourth quarter, I know what I want. Like, I already know what I want. I know you got confidence to take this game-winning shot or to take this 3 because you already got a rhythm. You know what I mean? It's not like, bro, I never touched the ball. This is my second shot of the game. Now I want you to make a tough 3. Can't put that pressure on somebody. So as a point guard, a guy that's running the floor general, you got the floor of the game in your hands. So I knew early on, first possession, I want 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗧 to block shots for me, set screens, give big fella a touch early on. Then he gonna do everything you want. You know what I mean? So those type of things, that just knowing how the floor of the game is going and dictating what's going on, because you're running the show when you got the ball in your hands.
How the 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗧 screen came about? Y'all worked on that in practice?
Nah, it really came from Kendrick Perkins. A lot of people don't know that. Like, I seen Kendrick Perkins do it. I don't know if he meant to do it, but I used to see it. And Russ would go and get dunks, and I'm like, yo, we got to add this to our ritual. Like, this is perfect. But what he do early on in transition, he would seal. So I throw a couple of seal passes over top, he'd get an easy layup. So then I knew after a while, okay, sometimes I just run around him and get a layup. So I knew, like, if we ran an angle pick and roll and I wanted to dunk on the center, because most people wouldn't jump with me no more. I'd be like, all right, set the first screen, then the second time, run up like you about to set the screen,
Yo,
and
that's
then
crazy.
stop.
Hold on. You just be in games like, I want to dunk on the center?
Yeah, because nobody want to jump with me.
Like,
I just knew I want a poster. I want to dunk on somebody every game. That was my mindset. Like, because if I go down there and dunk on somebody, now layups are easy for me. They don't want to challenge. Like, in college, nobody jumped with me in college.
It's a reason behind it.
yeah, I was just
So it
saying,
is,
smart
but like,
people.
so what I'm saying, if I run an angle screen, 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗧 like run up like he about to set it. So the big, you know how the big got to be up there to touch. Now he'll stop short and he'll screen the guy. Now what the guard gonna do? Jump to an ice.
Yep.
It's a straight line drive with nobody there. Now the center thing, he can meet me. Perfect. I got you where I want you.
Perfect.
So that's how it kind of came about for real. Like, it really just was a mindset. And like, we had like a little finger action. I'd be like, all right, set the screen first, the real time. Second time, let's set him up and we get a layup.
Why do I feel like Bub and Al and you were going to go to
No,
Alex
Bub gonna try.
and be like, hey, Alex.
Nah, the finger action, you just put me on.
So like, like the first time, like,
put me on.
because I don't know like what their coverage is now because they switch so much now. Like, everybody's switching. So like, we were running angle and I'd be like, set the screen. The next time, like, I hate it when you hear ice, you automatically jump and you get crossed and you look and you're like, damn, ain't nobody there. So I'm like, bro, don't call ice if you ain't really gonna be there for me. Like, you put me in a bind. So that's how it really came about.
The Alex.
The drop bigs ain't like it
No,
used
they're
to
not
be.
doing no.
It ain't like it used
Especially
to be.
not with you, they're not drop coverage anyway.
Yeah, nah.
Finish it off, Tre.
But my question was like, if you, obviously your career was unbelievable, but if there was one moment in your career that you could go back to, and I know you probably wouldn't want to change anything and change a lot of things, but if you could look back at one point in your career that just, it went left just a little bit, and if it would have went right, that everybody would look at you even greater than what they do now. Is there one moment that you think?
I think the perfect moment, that was a great question. I think like when I got traded to Houston and it was COVID. You know what I mean? So that time is like playing there. I was happy just to be playing basketball again. You know, I had my Achilles, and my mom passed, and I get traded from here. And I think just being in Houston, like we playing well, we about to win, we winning games, and James was there. And then they trade James away. So now it's like they want to go to a rebuild. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, like I want to be on a team that's competing, and it's a tough spot for me because I'm a guy that's been in the league for a while, and I'm like, okay, I want to win. And now it's to the point where I have to take the back seat to let the young guys come in and develop. And I feel like I'm still a starter. I just averaged 21 and 7. I'm trying to play at a high level, and I think from that point forward, it kind of went downhill for my career. So I think if they was a team that was still trying to win, or I went to a winning team, I would still probably be playing and going the way I wanted to. Because after that, it kind of went downhill. Then I get released. Then I go to the Clippers. Then that don't end as well. So I think that's the one pivotal point in my career. I'd be like, if they were still trying to win and compete, I would still work out in the right way. But going there and it didn't work out, and you got to respect that they wanted to go in a different way. I mean, your franchise guy get traded. And now I'm just like, damn, I'm in a tough spot. I'm in a blind spot. So that's the one pivotal point in my career. I would like went different.
This man might be a journalist when it's all
No,
said.
that's an
a
amazing
great
question, though. That's a great question.
It's crazy.
My last question would be, John, for the future of this organization with these four guys. We're in a great place watching them develop, especially these three young men growing up right in front of our eyes. What would be your message to them as they're trying to propel this organization to the next level?
Enjoy it, embrace it. This community, this city is an amazing place to be in. DC is one of the top places that everybody want to see basketball at. You know what I mean? They love their fans. Like watching your press conference, you said you want to get it back to lit when like I was here. I want to see that, you know what I mean? Because y'all have a great young core. Allen Alex into it is a great piece, and then you get a great star point guard like this. He helps y'all grow. He knows how to win. He knows how to be an all-star in this league, and I think the organization needed it. I enjoy working for Miami to get to coverage y'all games and see how y'all grow. You know what I mean? I've been watching y'all for a long time, and when y'all got Trae, I was like, okay, you have to respect what he does. And like I would say, all y'all ask him questions. Take all the advice you can from him because he knows what it takes to be a star in this league, to go in the right direction and have a leader like that. It can help y'all. And y'all young, y'all figuring out how to win, y'all figuring out how to do things the right way. Most important, just find your identity, find what y'all culture is for the team, like what y'all want to be. Like what y'all did last night, getting 15 steals, you know what I mean, getting 10 blocks, like that should be y'all calling card. Every night you're not going to make shots, but you can compete at a high level, defend at a high level. And that's always going to give you an opportunity to win. So I think the way y'all going and the way things are, just continue to work. I'm going to be here to support, and I can't wait to see y'all have a lot of fun and get back to the playoffs.
That's the plan.
Gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you.
Honored
Appreciate
and a
you, John.
privilege to
Yeah,
sit
for
next to the next generation and the old man.
Man, go ahead.
And the old man.
We appreciate you joining us as we got some wisdom from the five-time All-Star John Wall and the current Washington Wizards as they're getting set to embark on this journey. Appreciate you guys being with us.